Hello, hello. My name's my GTTV. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I play Glaive just a little bit, and sorry about the mic and shit. If you want Glaive news, hit me up. I play on World a lot. Was gonna go for Wilds, been keeping tabs on it, but I mean it's just gotten worse in the beta, so I'm not too happy about it. We're gonna talk about it if you want to hear about it. If you want to know if it's worth it or not, I'll let you know. Let's get into it. So first things first, game itself is very beautiful. It really is. Thank you, devs. I mean, obviously, all the games you make are always beautiful. I know Glaive isn't the only weapon in the game, right? But I know there's an actual player base that plays it. A chunk of us are kind of upset at it, and anyone else had the same problem with their weapons will be doing the same thing, correct? So um, I wish we could talk about it more. You guys haven't really talked to us at all that I know of about Glaive and what's going to be changed about it. I think there's a lot of things that need to be changed about it. If repetition was a thing, this is even worse. We'd like to talk about it. But anyways, we can pull a pillar down at the beginning. Like what? Do it. So why can't we grab a wall? We can't do that. I mean, you got it where we can grab honey from the ground, all that stuff. We can grab walls, or we can grab stuff. So why can't we grab a wall? Like it's not even worth grabbing a wedge beetle now either. By the way, like whenever you want to do it, you can't do like back in the day. Glaive could have it when you had the weapon drawn. You could right click down on your thumbstick and grab a wedge beetle. You can't do that anymore. You have to sheath it now. So you're welcome. So I mean, wall grabs as well is a big thing right now that has not been fixed. It actually got nerfed. What I mean by that, you can't grab rock walls now that I've seen. They're the ones where like the little, the first frog guys at. Maybe it's later on you can, but currently I couldn't grab any of those walls. You can grab the ropes, but you can't jump and climb with it like you used to. You have to just sit there or jump off. I mean, they added a new attack, so obviously they know it's there. They added a new attack. You grab the wall and it says hit Y for like double descending slash down or something. You do like this two swipe down or some shit. So they knew the wall grabs were there. Somebody had to have known something. Like, so, but anyway, all right, we'll just move on. The next thing I have a little rant about the game itself is when you're mounted or not mounted to get to your little freaking um, your consumables, you have to hold LB and to be able to cycle them through now. Hold LB or hit X or B to cycle through them. You can't just hit left and right on the D-pad anymore. Fix this, please. I think the whistle should be this. And swapping your weapon should be this, by the way, because you can accidentally hit left on the D-pad or right or whatever it is to swap your freaking weapon to the second one. Sorry for cussing. I won't be cussing. But yeah, be careful. And if you ain't careful, you can whistle him at the wrong time and he can pick you up and almost get you hit by the boss, which I almost did a few times. So, yeah, be careful. All right. Auto move for the mountain, I think, needs to be removed. What I mean by this is, like, I literally could. One was, if I saw correctly, I sat still for a little bit looking at my phone because I was writing down, like, comments and stuff. It literally did something for me and started running. I'm like, okay, well, bye. See ya. And then not only that, there is the feature to hit auto run. Why is that? You guys are taking away the immersiveness of the mount itself, having it play for us. Maybe people wanted that, but last time I checked, I thought people said they hated scout flies. So why now are we having a mount that's automatically following it? Like it's just weird to me. Um, I think it's weird the fact that I can't just run and hit A and jump with the mount now and just jump with him and hop around and glide. You know, you can't do that. Um, let's see. Anything else for the mount? That's pretty much it for the mount. I mean, yeah, like it's just, I mean, I guess you can hop the little cinematics or whatever. Little like it's just they're pre-played out, like you did in the beginning of the beta. It pre-played out everything. You could run the mount. You literally let go of the controller, it just played for you. So it was just weird. So maybe they just wanted to get through the game, but it's just like let me do it, man. Like, but if it's gonna do it for me, then it's just like why what's the point then? Well, I'd rather just be running. So I mean, because like and on top of that, man, like whenever the boss runs from you and you whistle for this mount to come to you, it takes forever and I have to stop. I'd rather just keep running and it chase me down. Like I think I can't remember what other game does this, but there's another game that does this. So and it chases me down. So I think it's a Lost Ark or something. But either way, not Lost Ark. I think it's Stanza. But anyways, the only thing I saw was pretty neat was Blights actually have a timer now. I saw it in the last 5 seconds. Maybe it was before then, but this is when I saw it. It was a white number with a red hue around it blinking down, which is pretty neat. So if this is the case, why don't Glaives have this for the extracts? But obviously we know why, because you're just going to be going through them like rows of Tetris. So, but whenever they take it out, they're going to have to if they want this to work, like Glaive to work properly. Otherwise, it's just going to be boring gameplay. This they're gonna have to put. I would suggest putting a timer on the extracts just because it just yeah. I mean I like so we're about to get on this next part. So for the glaive itself, right? So glaives, everything else, right? It felt like I was more worried about getting my colors than the actual fight. And we're as glaive as it weird as it sounds, we already have to worry about this as it is, and now it's just the only thing that we're doing. The only thing that we're doing. They're like, "Oh, you hated it? Well, here you go. Here, now you're playing Tetris. You ready? Here goes that row. Extract. Oh, here comes the next row. There goes that one. Like, just you're consuming like all three attributes. Like, it's a bad idea, by the way. You want to know why? My last video, I literally asked the question, and it happened to me. Literally. I was like, bro, there ain't no fucking way this did. No one ain't gonna believe me. I got immediately knocked, as soon as I consumed my buffs, I got knocked out of the fucking air by the boss. Immediately. So I took that extra 20% of damage, or whatever it was, armor that I fucking had before I consumed it. Right then and there. Boom, bang, bongo. In game, you're fucking dead, bro. Like, it's crazy to me, man. I called it. Even if it's a cool, flashy skill, you still can be interrupted. You know what's so fucking crazy is I haven't really ran into players yet. I mean, there's players there. I haven't ran into any games with them yet, but I guarantee you, what's going to happen is you're going to get tossed around more than a ball. I wanted to say the S word, but we ain't gonna go there. Eyelid, that one. All right, bro. Like, you're going to get bounced around, upswing, all that shit. You can't stop upswings with flinch free no matter what, so your ass going to get upswing. Who knows what the fuck they added now, bro? Like, Jesus. Like, it's crazy, dude. Not counting fast bosses, all this shit. Like, and it's also so crazy because 80% of the time, people, you're going to be holding the LT trigger. 80% of the time. If not, maybe 60 to 70% of the time, this is all you're holding. Because the other button you're holding is B. But anyways. Like, it's just crazy, dude. So we went from B spam to LT spam. So, I mean, I'm not going to try to be an asshole when I say this, but I know a lot of people are probably used to this because they're always throwing fucking grenades in damn video games. That's all y'all do. Call your bitch asses out. Get fucked. Anyways. Now, another thing that I was tripped the fuck out about, too, by the way, is this right here. Why did you swap them? Why did it matter? Did you need a correlating like diagonal attack to the shape or the color of the lettering of the words or something on the controller or something? Like, why were they swapped? Were people like, oh, I thought the Y button was the 12, not the B. Like, just what? Now you're going to confuse people. Like, you confuse. Like, I'm playing on the beta. I'm gonna go back to the damn world here today or tomorrow or later tonight or whatever. And I'm gonna be like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? I'm gonna hit the wrong damn button. Like, shit. And I'm gonna tell people, like, I was playing Wilds. Sorry, practicing for Wilds. Like, the way you do that is when you miss. That's the best way to tell people. Is when you miss with a twirl, say you're practicing for Wilds because there's only one bounce. So, there's no DT outside of the spin now. And the way to do this is when you use the spin. Which, by the way, you'd barely be using this because, like, it'd be so rare to use this because you can hop over the boss, accidentally miss him, all this shit. But anyways, you'll spin. You have to hold the B button and pray the boss doesn't move. When it charges up and you'll feel the controller vibrate, or you'll get a red hue. You let go, you'll fall to the ground, slam down, DT, all that shit, and then you hit B twice and you'll lead into the tornado because it basically lands you from a descending thrust into the second to a last attack towards the tornado. So it can do some damage. This was the combination I was going to do. But the thing is right here, you're going to have to do this when you get knocked back from a harvest extract. But even then, you can't really do it because you're having to wait for the bug to get to you. So it's more or less when the boss jumps away from you, control, descending thrust, all that shit. But other than that, it's a waste of time. And even then, you're so high, too. You're so high in the air. So, excuse me, it's just crazy to me. No more empowering, which is whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hated having to keep track of it all the time and having to redo it every time and then having to worry about what spot I had in the back of my head. I'm like, this ain't the right one, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, they could have just fixed this, had it where we either buy the pods and we just let him have it. He either go through the animation the first time and then after that he automatically consumes them afterwards, or he did it automatically and did some sort of animation. It didn't matter, it didn't affect us. He just didn't attack and he had to get stamina back or some sort to do it or something. I don't know. But now he's just there just to get extracts. So. But he also mindlessly attacks when you swing now, when you're triple buffed. And what I mean by this is when you swing, he swings kind of thing. And if you swing a different way, like, for example, if you swing Y, he'll do a spin in front of you. But if you hit B, he'll throw out like a little bolt. And then if you hit Y right after that, he'll spin. So you can kind of hit twice with it with a combo kind of ish. But even then, I mean, that's just boring to me. I mean, he's either doing that or you're holding LT and just consuming buffs, harvest extract with him, which is a mini bolted crossbow is what he is. and tornado. That's it. He doesn't do anything else. So what's the point of the stamina bar? I mean, yeah. You can mark them. Sure, you can mark them on the head, and then auto attack the entire time, but you can't use the tornado. But hope to God you have all 3 buffs because you can't do anything without triple buff. Remember that. It ain't like World where you just had red buff. No, you need every one of them now to do anything. So just be careful. No reason for marking now. Reason I say this because when you mark, whenever you start leading into the tornado, if you want to use a tornado, it sucks the bug in. So the mark was completely fucking useless from the get-go. And it should just have the dust be generated when you do the tornado. I guess we're just at this point with Glaive where we're doing just like big bursts of damage, where we're just getting lines and lines of Tetris just to run into the boss where we blow up and it hits every single part of the boss. There's no skill shots, no skill to it at all now besides just get colors, which you barely swipe here and there with LTY. A little wound pops up, extract it, get all 3 buffs. Yeah. So that's how we're playing now. So there is really no reason to jump, like I said, unless the boss jumps away or something like that. Other than that, this skill right here is completely useless. So that's about it. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Glaive has just been completely revamped to something I guess is just a extract generator at this point, consumer. I mean, that's all it is. I mean, there's no skill to it. You're literally getting your extracts, walking into the boss to tornado, and that's it. That's all you're doing. Being careful not to get hit, like as usual, like you are with aerial. It's a lot scarier, aerial, because you lock yourself into you have to commit to it, right? When you're in aerial. Ground, you can just roll out of it. Not air, you're screwed, bro. You got one dodge if you want to. You have a dodge and an attack, or 2. You have 2 inputs. You have to decide what the hell you're going to do. So you got to read that boss perfectly. Like I said, we're just worried about what colors we're getting just to run into them real quick to blow up and just dodge the swings here and there. You're not really worried about where you're swinging anymore. Like it's just, okay, oh, I'm on the back now. I'm just going to hold LT. Like create a wound. Poop. There it is. There's massive damage. Wow. I'm such a good player. Like, no, it's just, where's the head attacks? Come on now. Why aren't we chopping his arm off? Slowing him down. Stopping him from running. Something like that, man. You could have it where the damn tail's still flailing. Had it where it was like Chimera and the tail could attack too, and there's 2 bosses. Cut his HP in half from where he was currently at. So he's at 30k. Cut him down to both 15k. They can both. I mean, if you really want to, either they share HP or they don't. You have to stack them up or some shit. I don't know, because now you're adding mechanics. Like it's just. Well, what I thought were mechanics in your videos, which were more things Glaive could grab onto because everything's enclosed when they're running. So, yeah. So hopefully this helps you for Glaives, or for people that play Inset Glaive and want aerial or some sort of bouncing. I suggest you do not spend $70 on this game. I will not be. It's beautiful. It's great. Every other weapon probably works perfectly fine. Glaive, if you want nothing but Glaive, I suggest you not play this game. I am not. You can watch it, all that good stuff. It looks cool, but I'm a Glaive peer basically. I'm only gonna play Glaive, and then if it's this way, I'm not doing it. I know some people like good riddance. I know. Hey, bye, see you. Thank you for the view though. But yeah, so. I mean, I don't know what's going on. We're in 2025, and this is what we're doing. So, but yeah, I'll probably have more videos. Check them out. I know I got some out right now. Hit them up. Look at them. Like them. Dislike, whatever. Interact with them. I don't care. I love y'all. Thank you for coming. Devs, I love you. Please don't take this as an insult. Please, please, please. Yeah, I love this game to death. It's just, the weapon that I enjoy is just getting... Ouch! Stop it! Ah! I just spanked, bro. Like, but all right, I'm out. I love y'all. Peace out.